This is a video about a really slick trading indicator known as the Gradient Trend Filter by ChartPrime. It's a tool that you can use to get a clearer picture of market trends by filtering out a lot of that confusing noise, and it even gives you some early hints about when momentum might be shifting, or a reversal could be around the corner. We're going to go over what this indicator is and how you can use it in your trading. If you happen to find value in this video, remember to leave a like. Now, to get started with this indicator, you first of all want to go to TradingView, the trading platform that I'm going to be using. If you need to sign up, there's a link in the video description for you to do that. Next, you want to load up whatever market you like to trade on any time frame, and then you want to click on Indicators. Then type in Gradient Trend Filter. It's going to be this one by ChartPrime. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the all-powerful Gradient Trend Filter. It's an extremely powerful and intuitive tool that uses some advanced noise filtering to show you clear trend directions with a colored line. And it's got this unique gradient cloud that not only hints at momentum shifts, but can even act as dynamic support or resistance. It's designed to make a powerful addition to pretty much any trading system. So, let's talk about what you're actually seeing on your chart. The first thing you'll notice is that main trend following line. Sometimes we can call it the midline. This line is pretty straightforward. When the market is in an uptrend, it's going to be green, and when it's in a downtrend, it'll turn red. This is your main guide for the overall trend. Then you've got these orange diamond markers. These little guys pop up on your chart to signal that the indicator has confirmed a reversal in the trend. And probably the most eye-catching part is the gradient color trend cloud that wraps around that center line. This cloud is super important because its color can change, often before the main trend line changes, giving you an early warning about shifts in momentum. For instance, if you're in an uptrend with a green line, but that cloud starts turning red, it's a heads up that the bullish steam might be running out. Plus, this cloud, with its multiple bands, also acts as a dynamic area of support and resistance, which is pretty cool. Next, let's dive into the settings, because you can tweak this indicator a bit. If you open up the Settings panel, under the Inputs tab, you'll see Source, which is usually set to close. That's typically fine. The main one you might want to play with is the length, which is often defaulted to something like 25. Now, if you're more of a swing trader looking at longer moves, you might want to increase this length for a smoother line. But if you're a scalper and need quicker signals, you could try a lower length, which will make the indicator respond faster, though it might pick up a bit more noise. It's a good idea to experiment to see what fits your style. You can also adjust the line width and the color of the trend line if you want to customize the look. Over in the Style tab, you'll see options for the filter itself. That's your main trend line, so keep that checked. And you can see settings for the diamond markers. Things like labels on price scale and values in status line are usually good to keep enabled so you can see the info easily. For the most part, the default style settings are pretty solid, but the length is definitely the one to experiment with. Now, how you can actually use this gradient trend filter in your trading. The most obvious way is for trend identification. If that center line is green, the market's generally heading up, so you'd be thinking about looking for buying opportunities. If it's red, the market's heading down, so you'd be on the lookout for shorts. It's pretty good at filtering out chop, so the trend it shows is usually quite reliable. Then, you've got those momentum shifts signaled by the cloud. You really want to keep an eye on this. If you're in an uptrend, the line is green, but then you see that cloud around it start to turn red. That's a signal that the upward momentum could be weakening, and a reversal or a deeper pullback might be coming. Conversely, if you're in a downtrend with a red line and the cloud starts turning green, that suggests the bears might be losing control. This can give you a vital heads up. And for more direct reversal signals, you're looking for those orange diamonds. When an orange diamond appears and the main trend line flips its color, say, from red to green, that's a strong confirmation that the trend has likely reversed, and that could be your signal for a bullish setup. For a bearish setup, you'd look for an uptrend with a green line, then an orange diamond appears and the line flips to red. But here's a really powerful way to use it, especially that cloud. The cloud itself, with its different bands, can act as dynamic support and resistance. So, for a bullish setup, let's say the trend is up, the line is green. If the price pulls back and touches the upper edge of that green cloud and then bounces, that could be a fantastic spot to look for a long entry, especially since the indicator is telling you you're bouncing off a significant support area. Similarly, for a bearish setup, if the trend is down, red line, and the price rallies up to touch the lower edge of the red cloud and gets rejected, that could be a great area to consider a short, as it's hitting a resistance zone defined by the cloud. So, to sum it all up, the Gradient Trend Filter by ChartPrime is a really advanced and intuitive tool that helps you see the trend more clearly by cutting out a lot of the market noise. You get the main trend direction from the colored line, early warnings about momentum shifts from that awesome gradient cloud, and confirmed reversal signals from the orange diamonds. Plus, that cloud acting as support and resistance is a really neat feature for fine-tuning your entries or exits. Now, just a quick heads up, this is not financial advice. The strategy ideas we talked about are based purely on this indicator. You should always do your own homework and consider adding your own price action analysis, maybe some fundamental analysis, or other confluences before you jump into any trades. If you found value in this video, remember to leave a like, or even better, consider subscribing to stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. See you next time.